Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another episode of One on One with Comedian Fredo Davis. And today I got a special guest, hard-working guest. I've been watching this brother forever, putting it down in the comedy game. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for this brother they call Griffy 2K.
Man, the fact that you call me Griffy 2K, that means you know me at least since 99.
Yeah, a lot of years, man.
Right.
I mean, you're working at the radio station, all that good stuff. Driving the big old trucks with all the radio promotion on it.
All the Armada with my face on it.
Yeah.
Nissan. Nissan South. That's what that was.
That consider you. That mean that you made it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You move around the city like that. That was a good look, though, Griff. You know what I'm saying? I want to catch the people up to, like, this brother has been touring, and not just like the regular states and all that stuff. He's been back and forth to Africa, man.
You said not like the regular states.
Yeah.
He been hitting provinces in different countries. Yeah. I just went to South Africa for my 34th time in the last 14 years. Actually, just setting up now. Going over there so many times and really being engulfed in the culture, just setting up now where I can get venues and start bringing comedians from over there, over here, and comedians from over here, over there, to do really nice shows. So I've been putting in the work, dog.
What part of Africa you be in all this?
A lot. 34 times to South Africa, but probably to Africa, probably 43, 44 times going to Ghana and Egypt and other places like that. So
it's not like those commercials we were watching on TV.
Let me tell you something, dog. I wish you could cut from right here and then show me at a show or just show Johannesburg. It is really humbling when you get there because we've been showed so many horrible images about the continent, and then you get there and it's beautiful people and women and malls and people got Maybachs and 4-door Porsches, and just it'll throw you. Yeah, it'll take you a second to just sit there and be like, man, these white people been lying to me for a long time.
A long time.
Long time.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful though, man. So that's like big like just achievement, accomplishment coming from out of DC, correct?
I'm from Cali, but I started comedy in DC. You all the way right, way to know the history. I came out with Red Grant and Joe Claire and Dominique and Jay Phillips and Kedar.
My best friend.
King Kedar. Kedar Ashai. So let me just tell everybody something. Me and Kedar was probably like this in comedy for 9 years, and then any comedian that's watching this right now, when you and somebody else get it in and y'all be, and everybody know you 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, both of y'all headliners, you can do whatever. Eventually somebody be doing the most work. You know what I'm saying? So after 9 years, I went my way, he went his, but I talk to him often. I probably talk to him every 6 weeks or so. Kadar's out in Hollywood selling cars, selling Benzes. To everybody I think the last person I saw him sell a car to was either Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that. Like he been, Kadar was a chef at Madison Square Garden before he became a comedian, so he always been talking and hustling, and this
a chef.
We talk for a living. No, that dude is a damn decent chef too, for real.
That's what it is, man. But that was a great friendship. I always remember that. Yo, Griff, that's my best friend, and he'll go on stage and you say that, Kedar, that's my best friend. I was like, they inseparable.
We was man wives. That's what we was mice. That's what we was.
But best friends though.
Yeah. I'm a friend to the end. I'm one of them people. I'm not a fair weather friend. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why it hurt more when you'll die for somebody and then find out they won't die for you.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Yeah.
I got this little saying now. I'd do it for you, but you wouldn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you did not make that up.
No, I've been through it. Whatever this past journey was.
I was about to say.
And you know what I'm saying? I would want to see if it was reverse roles, would they do it for me? But
I just feel like you have to invest in yourself. For the people, let me tell you how I know who I call food stamp still. And my phone it say stamp. And I know he been probably going by Fredo for the last
Fredo Davis.
15 years, but I known him longer than that. So my first encounter Fredo was, I'll never forget, we was taping Comic View in Atlanta, and Ricky Smiley, it was the second time they was taping, so it was at the one on 17th and Peachtree by Atlantic Station. What's that place? Center Stage. It was at Center Stage. Remember the year before they did it at the Atrium?
Yes, sir.
I had gotten that car accident. You remember I got in that car accident right before? Anyway, so Stamp just came down. Stamp, every day they said who was taping. So Joe Claire, you know, everybody you can think of. They go to list. Everybody kept seeing him every day. Like, man, when you going on? He was like, I ain't even taping. I'm just coming out here to support. He said that every day. Then one day, somebody who was on the list wasn't supposed to be there, and he had got so cool with the producers and
Robert Law.
the cameramen and the assistants and all. They was like, food stamp here. They was like, Stamp, you on the next show.
Yep.
And I'll never forget, it was his persistence, like, you know, and he wasn't even there. This is what I loved about it, because I watched you. You wasn't even there saying, man, put me on. You literally was there to support people and to learn, and you got put on. And to me, you are the epitome of the hustle.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta just go support. It ain't about you all the time.
That's very
so
true.
I love that. That's my favorite story about you. And then, you know, you done brought me to so many. He told me today, be here at 6:15. So I hit him. I said, okay, I'm leaving the crib. I'll be there by 18:15. So he hit me back a couple minutes later. He said, is that 8 p.m.? I said, Stamp, all the military bases you done brought me to and you don't know military time? He was like, hey, man.
It's been a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to catch over myself. I said, Siri, what does 18:15 mean?
Okay, I found this.
Oh, man.
For
Now you done talked to Siri right now saying, don't know Griffy 2K, but hold tight.
Wow. So you answered in my pocket. Ain't that something?
Yeah,
Technology.
Siri is,
But
but now you gotta say it like this. Siri is crazy. You gotta say it low. So
That's
your
gonna
phone, though, your watch, your geez.
yeah, boy, there's a lot nowadays. Brother. How many years in the comedy game for you now?
If today is December 4th, today it is 28 years, 7 months, 2 weeks, 6 days.
Boy, to the science.
I counted because I love it. I'm living my dream. I wanted to be a comedian since I was 3. I never even met one before I became one. And, you know, comedy is turned into a lot of things, radio and voiceovers and author. And, you know, comedy helped me do everything. That comedy saved my life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know that our tragedy is everybody else's comedy, but I had a really tragic upbringing, and comedy really saved my life. Like, being able to laugh through it. My mother is one of the funniest people I know, like, for reals, and I'm probably the 4th funniest person in my family, like, but I'm the only one on stage. I got a first cousin that's a comedian too, but from my family, like, I'm probably the 4th funniest. Like, my family will roast me so good, it'd be awesome. I'd be like, oh, that's what I do to people. I just sit there. I don't even be like, I'm a real comedian. Y'all can't even. Oh no, that won't save you. Yeah. Like, that can't help you when you get them words thrown at you, dog.
From the family, huh?
Right.
So, like, gosh almighty, that's a lot of years putting it down, brother.
And you right behind me. I'm sure you probably 21, 22.
It's something that's up there. Yeah. It's that epiphany now where you sitting there like, I've been in this game that long.
Well, I love that you've always wanted more from the game. You know, okay, so you funny on stage, so you can travel and go out of town and be funny somewhere else, but where is the money at? You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you've always been producing. You've always, I mean, man, Stamp, you had your comedy CD before a gang of people even thought about it. You was on number 3 before people start saying, man, comedy CD. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been ahead of the times, dog. I'm real proud of you, dog.
Yeah, man,
I gotta say that.
I think
real.
My thing was I always wanted to have something to walk in, and anytime I bump into anybody, Ice Cube, Jay-Z, like in my head, I could meet these people. So I wanted to have something to present to them so they could see who I am, and I know later on, plant that seed now, and it's gonna grow a bigger tree.
The fact that you said plant a seed, that's so profound, because as orators and as people who speak and travel, and we almost sociologists, how we understand the norms of human beings, right? All we can do is plant a seed. Our seed normally is something funny and you can think about later, you know, but while you're up there, you also got to deposit something into them that can bless them too, you know. Yes, people go to comedy shows because they sad. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't really know that. I just thought everybody came because we gonna be laughing, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know that people came to comedy club because they were sad, and it was, you know, that's what they heard that they can. So planting that seed is important, man. And then I always say, if you plant a seed, a regular seed, you'll always know what it's gonna be: an orange tree, a lemon tree, a pomegranate tree. But when you plant a seed in a human being, when you tell a 9-year-old kid, man, you could be whatever you want to be, man. I see, man, here go $40, man. Get that shirt you want. And just to see them 20 years later, and they go with tears in their eye, man, you don't even know how you changed my life. Like, to me, that my wife is here while we taping it, and I can't even tell you how many people come up to her or while we together and be like, man, your husband, you know, I've been in Atlanta a long time, November of 98. Actually, I came in October 28th of 98. That's my phone number is 25 years old. That's what I got my phone number October 28th, so probably that week. And we started November 6th of 98. And remember, the Falcons was 8-2. They hadn't lost a game, went all the way to the Super Bowl. And me screaming 8-2, 8-2, 8-2, and 9-2, 9-2. The city just really remembered me. I was at an event at Riverdale, the city of Riverdale's annual Christmas tree lighting event, and people were coming up to me saying, "Man, I known you most of my life, Griff. Like that's like a big deal. I like that. I'm probably the only comedian that's been on the R&B station, the hip hop station, and now syndicated on the inspirational station. So I thank God for my journey, man. You know, it's one day at a time. It's like being married, having a wife, and understanding marriage. It really is one day at a time. Like it's a song by Ty Tribbett called "Only One Night," though, and you just can't be mad for 2 days for no reason. You know, yesterday I was upset. I was really, because I'm a man, I was really disappointed in something, and my wife saw it as being upset, and I was like, you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I was really disappointed, and instead of trying to explain to her that I'm disappointed, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, the next day I'll be fine. Can't be mad about, as you know, first of all, you got to thank God for the wake up. Like, the wake up is the most important part. Like, my wife go to work at 2. She wake up at 2, and she wake up and pray and then start, and she reach over and pray for me. And
prayer.
Lately we've been really talking about putting on that armor of God. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on the whole armor, the helmet, the breastplate, the belt, the shoes, the everything, the shield, the sword, and you can't leave, and I think as Christians sometimes we get lazy and we go, oh, I don't need my helmet today, ain't nobody even shooting nothing, you know what I'm saying? But when they say no weapons formed against me, they not talking about proper arrows, they talking about your family members formed against you, your employee formed against you, the lady at the red light formed against you. Them is all weapons that can destroy your day, that can destroy you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? How mad will you get if somebody cuts you off and you let that weapon form against you? That's what you did.
How many years in radio, brother?
Over 20, dog.
Man, I remember waking up, hearing your voice on the radio, going to work when I used to hump furniture. I always had a hustle too outside of comedy.
Before I was a comedian, I worked at Hex Warehouse. I was moving. I was a mover.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I know. You always had a second job, dog. Well, you know, when you first start comedy, you gotta
figure it out.
Yeah, because you ain't getting no money that first couple years, first year. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do something. I was telling them people, I was like, as soon as I get my comedy money, I'm quitting all this. Like, and I think as comedians and creatives, you gotta keep your one until your other one form. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like, I never had a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I actually probably said out loud to myself, if the comedy don't work out in 5 years, I'm going to go be a CEO somewhere. That's what I kind of told myself. But before working at the warehouse, and I was a dishwasher at a restaurant for about a month. And then one day, I was just washing dishes, making people laugh, making the chefs and the waitresses. And then one day, the GM came in and he was like, man, somebody crapped in the bathroom. And I went and looked, and it looked like dude really just stuck his ass in the door. And like, it was just everywhere, right? Like, no way somebody sitting down could get on the wall. And so I came back and I was like, it's like a butt grenade. Woo, woo, woo. We was laughing, and the general manager was like, man, Griff, that is funny. I'm gonna need you to clean the bathroom. And I was like, man, that ain't in my job description. I wash dishes. It'd be different if maybe Tuesday and Wednesdays I did the bathroom, but I do the dishes, dog. I'm back here. This me. He was like, well, if you don't clean the bathroom, we gonna have a problem. I was like, psst, you about to have two problems, because you gonna have a dirty bathroom and I quit. Like, are you kidding me? Cleaning doo-doo? How I look?
You know, it's an amazing story. Like, you say that, and my son, like, he never had to do stuff like that. He quit his job and I had to clean the bathroom. He was like, I'm not doing it. He a germaphobe.
Oh, so I know he was like, he probably don't even like his own bathroom, let alone.
He'll clean his own, but he won't.
Exactly.
That public bathroom.
It ain't have nothing. No, it was disgusting, number one, but the white boy was trying to, I don't know what he thought he was gonna do. Griff gonna clean. I'm not, dog. You dog. And I was the only black person there too, so I was like, no, dog. I'm not him. I'm a comedian. That's why I left and was like, man, I'm a comedian, dog. I'm just washing dishes. I did so many hustles, dog. I lived on the couches with so many females just trying to make it in DC, man. I remember this one girl was like, this one girl, I never even told nobody this. She was like, I remember she came home, I was playing Madden or something. She was like, well, if it ain't the Madden champ, I wish I could play Madden all day and lay on somebody's couch and eat their food. Like, she was on one, just was like, yeah, you probably the man. Too bad they not having video game tournaments for money. Like, this was how long ago that was. Wow. You probably be really rich, Madden champ. And then I was like, she said, I ought to throw your PlayStation in the water. And I went, you ain't gotta throw my PlayStation in the water. I'll leave. And then she mimicked me and went, you ain't gotta play my PlayStation. Go get the groceries, champ. And I remember saying to myself, man, I'm gonna make it, Tanya. You don't know nothing. That girl was sick of me.
Yeah,
she was sick of me, dog. And I couldn't even say nothing, dog. I think I moved when she was at work. I think I couldn't even. And this is what she did to me. She said, where you gonna go? So
it gets deep.
It gets deep, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't had nowhere to go at all.
Yeah, you always got somewhere to go. The church.
Yeah, I didn't even know Jesus like that, dog. I was out here playing Madden, living at girl's house, trying to be a comedian.
Playing Madden.
I had a hockey bag, and I could literally put my jeans, my shoes, a VCR, because remember they didn't have just the hookups to the PlayStation, like to the PlayStation, to the TV. Remember, had to go to a VCR or something with an end and out. Right. So I had my VCR, and I remember them saying, "Man, Griff, you are touring with a VCR and a PlayStation." And yeah, this life is crazy, dog.
You made it out, brother.
I made it out, dog. I'm sure that lady Tanya somewhere telling everybody, I kicked him out the crib.
Gave him his motivation.
I don't even know her last name or now. I was mad at her for years, but the truth is, I should have been mad at myself.
Any specials under your belt?
Oh man, I became the first American to tape Comedy Central Africa. I was on there.
Africa. That's big.
3 more times, so a total of 3 times on Comedy Central Africa. I did First Amendment, and I've been on Comic View 5 times. I mean, I've done a lot.
That thing you doing in Africa, I remember seeing you and Zoo. I might still have a clip in that house because I keep those type of things. Those are important to me, to see you in front of the Johannesburg newspaper.
Oh yeah,
out there performing. I never forget that.
Wow,
You know
I don't even have that.
Yeah.
But my mama just sent me a clip the other day from a show I was doing, and I was like, "That's crazy," because I brought my mom to Africa, and my ex-wife and her mom, and you know, when I look back, it seems so long ago because I go there so often, but I don't even think about how I'm a pioneer and a Black History moment,
that's not normal, bro. Keep going back and forth to Africa, and I call you, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in Africa. I'm on my commute there. I'll call you when I come back." Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you was like, "All right, I'm gonna be here, waiting for your call." You hit me yesterday. I told you hit me before Monday. You sure did.
Yeah, I had this. I gotta stay persistent, and I'm patient. I book my interviews around the people time. You know what I'm saying? I just got a studio place to come and shoot something and talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And this to me is giving back to the comedy game. A lot of young comedians right now are indecisive, and a lot of confusion has happened with the social comedians coming.
The social media comedians. I'm not one of them people that's mad at them. I love they hustle. But you know, in the end, it's about standing up there for an hour, dog. You know what I'm saying? It must be nice to sit in a room with a black sheet behind you and just do 6 minutes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and I know it's people out here making millions, but can you do an hour? Like, to me, in the end, you got to be able to do an hour. You can have a strong 15. But do you have an hour though?
A lot of them. I never looked into it like that. The ones I tour with, they got their hour or they 45. You know what I'm saying? And
well,
like
good then.
me touring with Major. You know.
Major a monster. Yeah. Major got a whole lane that ain't even fair. Like he done took over the whole.
I know some of the OGs over there too, like Oliver. Oliver used to be the one doing the skits and the TV stuff like that.
I remember.
Somebody you can look up to before you build your path. And Major stay consistent with the skits every day on Instagram.
Every day.
Every day. And then like you got to put a team around you because it's got to go Facebook, TikTok,
everything,
YouTube Shorts. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole process. That's what I sat and broke down. Like my whole day goes into when I'm promoting, shooting, editing, then putting it on all the platforms. And you know, I get home at the end of the day and forget a platform. Ain't that crazy? Have to do it the next day. Because anywhere from, you talking about posting anywhere from 6 to 10 videos a day on each platform. Because you start off 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? That's 6 times a post. But each platform, that's probably 24 videos a day. If you consistent and persistent about it.
You murdering them, dog. Like, I don't have that kind of time, dog.
No, I had to sit here and realize that whole year in this dojo, bro, because when I dreamed it before I even got here, God just kept showing me this green wall. He just kept showing it to me in the dream. Like, it was clear as day. Yeah. And one day my boy was like, "Yo, I got this empty space. You can utilize it. Shoot your videos, shoot your skits. Content created."
You got here, it was the green wall?
Like, yeah, I just stood here and I looked at that wall for a long time. I was like, wow. He was giving it to me and blessing me with it.
You know what? When God show you something and then it comes to fruition, that's the part that just make you cry. Because you're like, I've been seeing this wall for...
I tell people that
I've been seeing, like, that's a dumb dream to have of a green wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a room with a green, like, and then to see it is, you know, for me, I went to 21 different schools growing up, dog. So Atlanta means stability to me. I got my 5th child is at Westlake High School. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always wanted to just live in one place. Like, my kids lived in one place. They went to one high school, one junior high, one, you know, and I thank God for that. I was able to do that for them. Like, I going to that many schools taught me timing, and you know what I'm saying, it showed me that school was a microcosm of the world. Like, there's always a fine girl, there's always a popular dude who liked a fine girl, and they was together in the 7th grade, but now they not. There's always a bully. There was always girls that was finer than the cheerleaders that was in the library with hoodies on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always. So I just befriended the bully at all schools. I was like, I'm getting abused at school, dog. At home, I would love some kid hands to hit me in the face for once. That'd be awesome. And the bullies would be like, for reals. Like, yeah, it's cool, though. Don't worry about it.
That's deep right there.
Some kid hands. I would love to get hit about by a child, a hand the same size as mine. That'd be awesome.
It's funny that you say that, like, because nowadays you can't even touch a kid. The police come, and you can tell them your side of the story as an adult. Where the discipline come in, or the disrespect. Like, I gotta discipline because he disrespecting. Because if I don't, then this one see that, then it's disrespect from them. Now I'm getting double teamed with the disrespect from teenagers, and I'm a grown man.
You know, for me, I never had a random kid. I know how to talk to kids. I'm at the football games with my kids, and kids be cussing. I'll be like, I know your mama wouldn't be, and if she would, let me get her number. Call her right now.
That's what we need.
Let me talk to your mom and let her know you just out here cussing. I promise you, I'm sure she don't know. Or your daddy.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, sir. I apologize. You know, hey man, pull your pants up, dog. Like, you need a belt? Let me buy you a belt. I probably bought 6-7 belts in Atlanta. Like,
I brought the kid a belt he didn't want to wear. Yeah. All the belts hanging up in the closet. He moved out. The belt's still hanging up in the closet. It's just, I was like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
But you got, I'm dealing with the teenagers like nowadays, and it's kind of hard. Like, me being an entertainer, and I still talk to them. Like, they think it's peaches and cream. Like, because you see me on TV or you see me all over the internet, it considers you rich, so they want everything. The latest Jordans, you want a new outfit, but you don't want to do the responsible things, take out the trash, you know what I'm saying?
Clean your room.
Wash the dishes. I don't do clothes on the floor. I don't care. Put them on the bed, not on the floor.
You real dad.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I come in, so I'm just making sure, I'm trying to protect them.
How old your babies now?
My son and my daughter.
Yeah, how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 12. She's military.
Yeah.
She's military. Mom got her in Houston. I think she's trying to take over to Italy when she retires, or went over to Spain, something like that. You know, because my daughter get to see the world.
I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Of course, I remember when you was having a daddy daughter. You was on your way somewhere. Yeah. That's when you lived off of
I don't live on the other side of town.
Yeah, I know, but this particular time is when you lived in that subdivision off of Washington Road.
Yeah. Them new townhouses.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that, dog.
Yeah, my daughter's awesome. She's smart, too. I had her on tour with me when Major Hype went out. I let her hold the camera. Her and my son got a like for it. My son actually,
how old is he now?
18, about to graduate, and he going to KSU.
Come on.
To study film.
Come on.
I let him
like his daddy.
Yeah, I let him
peeped it.
I just let him use this place like how he want. And, you know, he loved this wall, too.
Well, you know, it's something about passing that on to our kids, and not just you gonna do this because I'm doing this, but when they see your passion, that's infectious. Like, my daddy out here
every day doing something with it. So, Brother Griff, is there any advice that you want to give to the young up and coming comedians that's out here?
If you weigh a certain size, don't sit in director chairs. They will have you. I feel like I'm gonna get folded up in this thing the whole time I've been sitting there. I remember them old strollers that you could fold up and pierce your finger when you
press that lock. I know what you're talking about.
Not the metal ones. They basically was just like this canvas, and then it was all metal. And anyway, the advice I would give to anyone that's watching this right now is, you have a purpose on the planet. It's 8.3 billion people on the earth, and it's something that God has designed specifically for you, and it's for you to get to that. It's not for you to ask everybody, how many dreams been shot down from black people when you was a kid saying, I'm gonna be the next Carl Lewis, and then your uncle that's drunk say, you can't even read. You be like, I'm 6. I'm trying.
That's what I loved about you, bro.
You know what I mean?
The sarcasm.
You just walk away. You ain't gonna be nothing when I grow up because I can't read good. Is when God gave you the dream, He didn't give it to you and 9 other people. He gave it to you. And what God is a provider. So what He'll do is He'll send the people around you with the stuff you need. John C. Maxwell wrote a book called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And law number 1 is don't outshine the master, right? I mean, even in your best trying to show love to somebody, they can hate you and put you in jail for some trumped up charges, right? There's another book called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Actually, The 48 Laws of Power is don't outshine the master is number 1. The other one is The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. These are books. There is a book called Blink by Malcolm Gladwell you should read. If you're a comedian and you haven't read The Comedy Bible by Judy
Carter.
Yeah, Judy Carter. If you haven't read that, do yourself a solid. Read it and know you're reading a white female comedian's outlook of comedy before social media and everything else. What you're supposed to take from it is the chunks and the segues into your bits and stuff like that. But if you're anyone who want to quit your job and you like, I got something in me, find it, but make a plan. The Bible say, write it down, make it plain. Like I'm somebody who I'm very spontaneous, and everybody around me always want it written down. Even though I ain't gonna read it, I'm shooting a movie for the next 3 weeks. And I was like, I can't be here on one day or something. They was like, you're not even gonna be there. She was like, let me send you the cast list for, I was like, actually, can you just tell me what days I need to be there? Like, I don't want to read all that. I just need to. But sometimes you gotta write it down. So write it down, make a plan for yourself, and stick to the plan. And know it's gonna be a whole bunch of detours, but the plan can't change. The road travel can, but the plan can't. And I'm at 2 trillion on everything. The number 2, the word trillion. I'm gonna get another comedy club. Griff's Comedy Club is coming back. So
yeah.
Be on the lookout for that.
That was in Douglasville, and then we're coming back.
Probably going to Clayco.
All right, let's go. We need more black comedy.
I know.
We need a dojo for people to practice it.
Exactly. That's all it is. Yeah. Get your Dragon Ball Z up.
You mind if we talk about that grand opening that night? It was very immaculate, man. I saw a bunch of different ranges of people in there, from churchgoers to people that was just wandering in there in that place. The energy was through the roof. That's one thing I could say, bro.
We shot it, dog, and I expect that. I seen it, and
what you gonna do with the project? We got a great project.
Oh no, I'm with a dude right now. Like it's powerful, dog. Cause you right. It was a pastor there, Pastor Sharon Richardson, and he said, Griff, I've never. And he came for 2 days, the first 2 days, and he was like, I've never been to something like this before, where it was just anointed, like it was, and that's what we want to show.
Because there's something missing. Like when I go to certain comedy clubs, it might be a dark overcast or something. I'll be like, the feeling is wrong here.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
Right.
Can't put my finger on it. But when I came there, it was bright. It was a breath of fresh air. Your father there in the front row. You're like a lot of comedians.
You really like that part. What my dad did.
Yeah, because you was joking with him the whole time.
I was joking with him the whole time.
You just gotta
get emotional. I got so much forgiveness for my father. You know what I'm saying? And he he never really came to my comedy shows.
That's what blew my mind. Because I felt all of that in the back, bro.
Because I think for him, he just never knew when I might flash on him or something. So, you know, when it could get ugly and dark and unfunny, you know what I'm saying? So he just never came. But I got so much love for that dude, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that's what you was able to see. But
the support.
And as soon as I leave here, I'm about to call this dude who got the cameraman, and Devin is his name, and tell him that gotta be the thing.
Y'all got a great show. Whatever you choose, take it, pitch it, push it to the fullest. Like that night was a great night under the stars, brother. And
Thank you,
you was a part of that, and you made it happen. You know what I'm saying?
A lot, man.
You dream big. They say your dream's supposed to scare you. You know what I'm saying? Owning a black comedy club.
It scared me because I didn't know what I was doing.
You don't supposed to.
I know. And that's
do it.
And that's why I thank God for showing me that. And then my wife came in, like it was all hands on deck. It was my wife and then Shelby and his wife, and then Roz came from New York, and we had something, man. We had something, but
we still got it.
We still got it, but it has to be done correctly in a way that we all know now. It's going to be easily and effortlessly. That's what it's going to be. It shouldn't be chaotic. It shouldn't be hectic. It should be nice and smooth.
Yes, it should. And I agree with that, man. I want to thank you for taking time out to talk to me and sharing some of your illustrious career secrets and
illustrious is such a dope word, dog.
Because it stands for you, brother.
I appreciate
that, your great
dog.
Accolades that you accomplish in this game and all the great things that you're doing, touring back and forth. The Africa is beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get to see the motherland yet, and hopefully I get to see the motherland one day.
Next year.
And I'm going to receive it, bro. I done been everywhere, Jamaica, Bahamas, all these islands, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you island hop, like.
Shout out to Major Hype. It was
Major!
Yeah, I did my part, you know?
So,
thank you for taking time out, tuning in, one-on-one with Comedian Fredo Davis. Hey, you've been a great guest today. You hear me?
You've been a great host. How about
I ain't had to say much. You had to talk about it. You know? You made my job easier. So I just want to thank you, big brother. Man, y'all have a great night. Y'all make sure y'all follow this brother, Griffy 2 Trillion. Follow me, Comedian Fredo Davis. There's more to come. Stay tuned.
Go
Thank
blue.
Thank you, brother. We got it.